All right. Well, good morning. Off for a morning walk. Chilly this morning, but I wanted to get this walk in today because I've been very good or consistent about getting all my walks in that I should be doing. But I figure it's a beautiful, brisk morning. But, clouds and snow on the mountains. Amazing. Amazing. Almost cold enough that I want to put gloves on my hand, but not quite. I almost wanted to put a beanie on to just cover my ears because I don't feel the cold on my ears. But heck, man, I'll wear the beanie when I can wear a cool looking Power Karma hat embroidered and a trucker hat. That I'm trying to sell merch again, but you can look at the links in my description and find some of my merch. Oh, I think today I'm going to try I'm going to try and set up a GoPro up on my roof today and put it in time lapse and capture a lot of the changes over the mountain today as the clouds are developing and changing continuously. I think that'd be a cool video. I haven't done a time-lapse video in a while, so I think it's about time overdue for a time-lapse video. This, I should have got up early this morning, so this is what would have been amazing to capture is that. So, and right now with the way the weather changes, I would say 2 days ago we had this, so it would have been a good day. Yesterday was not. Today is definitely a day that, yeah, should have got up there and got stuff set up. But I'm still here enjoying it. Turn the camera around so I can take a look at that. Let's see. It's a little unfortunate that I'm on a busy road and so we got all the electric poles and traffic. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, it's a little unfortunate on this busy road, but you can look past all the electric lines and everything. It's quite an amazing sight out there. I'm really kind of kicking myself in the butt about not getting up on the roof and setting up the GoPro in time lapse to capture this. Oh well, it is what it is. There will be more. We'll just put it like that. hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. I'll look at the weather forecast. My wife and I have been trying to figure out the last couple of days if we might be getting sick or something. And it's like, you know, you don't feel 100%, and you just don't quite know. I know our two of the three dogs have had some kind of respiratory thing going on, between like constant sneezing and sort of sniffling going on, which is unusual. I've never seen our dogs do that before, so it's almost like there is something going around, and the dogs might be a little under the weather. I believe they have appointments with their vet today. I'm pretty sure my wife schedules some appointments because she usually works a half day on Friday, and every other Friday she's off. Alright, we're going to turn down this way. Going a little bit different way than I normally go in these morning walks. Normally you just kind of head straight for the ditches and kind of get away from these main streets, but I figured why not kind of take the long way out and then return home, coming back on the ditches. So we'll do that. And I could even say that right now I can tell that I'm not feeling 100% right now. So maybe we're trying to get sick. Hope not. Kind of hate that feeling of the in-between stage of feeling sick, where it's like, oh, you think you're getting sick, you might be getting sick. It's like, okay, Ollie, just let me be sick. Wish I'd get out of all these power lines so really just take a look at that. It was amazing. It's trash day here in Los Ranchos de Albuquerque, the village of Los Ranchos. Trash day. You do recycle day every other Friday, so that's why there's not any recycle bins out. That's here. Conservatory just right away. Motorized access. Emergency vehicles, permitted vehicles only. They put these signs on because they don't want people coming down here with their four-wheelers and stuff like that, motorcycles on these trails. I think my dogs were a wee bit upset with me that I left them and didn't bring them on a walk. It's understandable, but trying to come out and manage 3 dogs and trying to do a live stream would be about impossible, but we'll get them out for a walk. I'll definitely have to have my wife with me when we go, and then take the slowest dog, because my walks are not the fastest right now. Especially with dealing with this whole issue I got going on here. Definitely not able to walk with the dogs that are a little bit more aggressive in their walking, like to pull and get those squirrel moments and want to chase down stuff. We'll get them out. Right now, though, I just need to get myself out and walk. Because, like I said, I haven't been. I'm working out consistently, but haven't been really consistent about the walks. Now I am moving around. I'm using my work desk in stand-up mode, so I'm kind of pacing around. But as far as regular walks of like a minimum 30 minutes, it's not happening right now. So I told myself, you're going to get out of the house this morning. You're going to go walk. You're not going to do it on the treadmill. You're not going to lift weights today. Just get out, go walk. So here we are. Now I wish I brought water with me. I am, though, trying to increase my pace a little bit on the walks, you know. In the early days of, trying to get out and walk, there was still a lot of aching and stuff going on, so my walks were slow. But I feel, though, now as I can put a little bit more kick in the step, a little bit more punch in the pace. Definitely want to try to walk a little bit more aggressively, try to elevate the heart rate a little bit, for sure. So we'll see what the pace looks like when we're all said and done. Right now, let's see here, pace is 19:45, which is, it's definitely faster, I think. A lot of the paces prior to this on some of my walks were like 20, 21, 22. Yeah, I think I even recall a couple of 23s and 24s as far as pace. So
21:35.
Yeah, it doesn't look real bright in there, so I imagine. Oh no, there's a car there. There's people working out. Yeah, people are getting the work in. Look at that. Good job, you go-getters. I don't see anybody in there working out right now. Back in the day when I used to work, and we're talking probably 30 years ago, when I was working in school bus barns as a mechanic. He would occasionally bring some of his school buses to that location so that I could work on them for him. A little bit of history there. So just pop in and visit with him sometime. Whew. The sun is getting bright today. Here's the big question. Which way do we want to walk today? I think we're going to go a different way than I normally walk. So we're going to keep going straight and go a little further. I got an area that I want to come back on. So normally I would take a left here and go down that way. But today we're just going to go straight and go on another one of these trails. Now if you're just joining, you're wondering what these ditches are here. These are all the different irrigation ditches that, the main supply of water comes off the river, the Rio Grande River, and they flood water into all these irrigation here for all these different little small farms and such, and all around here. And some of them aren't farms, they're just, you know, people that are growing grass and hay and such for their animal, their personal livestock. But what they do is they flood them, and they, you know, about every one of these properties has one of these little floodgates like this. So they come out here with their little handle, they attach their handle on there, open up the floodgate, and then they flood their properties here for their fields. Now there's a few of these around here where I think it's up, yeah, I think it's up further that way, probably about, I don't know, a quarter mile that way, and then you go down the irrigation ditch to the north. And I stopped there. I was riding my bike through here, and I was on live stream, and the guy was kind of in the area right here by the irrigation ditch. Got to chatting with him for a bit, and he's over by an apple orchard over there, and he was so his flooding system is pretty intricate, where it's channeled a very specific way to flood different parts of the apple orchard. And he just happened to be out there that day. Got to chatting with him a bit, and he was talking about how he just bought that place. And he knows nothing about working with an apple orchard, so it was literally a live in the moment experience for him. Learn as you do and do as you learn kind of thing. And he talked about how you know, not too far from here we have a brewery. I'm trying to think of it, Stillbender Brewery, which is not too far from from here and where I live. But he was talking about how the previous owner would supply apples to them for one of their special blends or one of their special brews, but he had not been selling them to them, so he has a surplus of apples. So he was thinking about doing something of some sort of I forgot how he referred to it. I don't think it was a co-op, but he was talking about having people come in and be able to kind of like pick your own kind of thing. So anyways, I do need to make it on over there, see what he actually ended up doing after all. Quite interested. I can sense that it's coming. Like now.
Kirkland would said morning.
Hey. How's it going, Kirkland? I'm a little bit more optimistic about that being on the bike sooner rather than later is gonna happen. All right, let's turn this around. Let's see here. Enjoy the trails. Village of Los Ranchos. Man, some of these cottonwoods, just amazing. Look at the size of that tree trunk. It's a monster. That thing is a monster. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna quickly turn this around and put the camera up over the thing. Look at that.
Dmitry Kapryanov said, how's the walk been?
Dimitri, man, it's going great. It's a pretty chill morning. The clouds and the snow on the mountains are amazing right now. I'm kicking myself in the butt so hard, wishing that I had
Kirkland Wood said faster group rides are the main thing in AZ nowadays.
Yeah, I'm really kicking myself in the butt that I didn't get on the roof and set up a GoPro in time lapse to capture everything that's going on in the mountain right now. But walk's going great. Just kind of enjoying a little bit longer walk, and I am walking a little bit faster and shooting the bull here with Kirkland about crit racing in Arizona. Dimitri, there goes. Are those sandhill cranes? Yeah, those are sandhill cranes. Look at these guys. Where are they going? Crit racing. Now I can't get it out of my brain. Oh my. I probably won't be, hopefully, I probably won't be back to racing till 2025, I bet. 2025. I'm just going to make this the year of this is just going to be the year of recovery, and try to get past this thing that's going on with the blood clot, and try to make 2025 the year that we do something again. You know, maybe get back out on the road and travel like I did. Go to Arizona for racing, go to Texas for racing, head up to Colorado for all the crit racing they do out there. So we're going to try to make that the goal, but you know, I got to gauge and monitor how this thing is healing up, and hopefully over the next 4 to 6 months we see some positive results, and I can slowly start trying to get back into a training regimen, training plan, nutrition plan towards the latter part of this year. Put in a hardcore winter training program. You know, start heading into 2025, and maybe, you know, maybe it's a much needed break and try to get back into it in 2025. We'll see. Grew up in this area. Well, you know, I've half and half. I've grown up living up in the Northeast Heights by the foothills, so right next to the mountain. I've also lived the other half of my youth years, my teenage years, down here in the northern Rio Grande Valley. And then as an adult, I've owned homes and lived on the east side of Albuquerque in the foothills, right up against the mountains. I've also lived on the west side, which I didn't enjoy living on the west side, and so more permanent resident here in the northern Rio Grande Valley, which, you know, my wife and I, we love it. Love living in this area. We're known as North Valley snobs. So a lot of these homes have really changed since we last looked at them when we were considering buying. There's a couple of homes in this area that we were considering buying, and that was one of them back there. That one came up for sale briefly, and even this one over here came up for sale briefly, so we looked over at this one.
9K said the things I could say.
What could you say? Say it. Don't hold back. Does it have anything to do with living on the west side? Did I insult you? Didn't mean to insult you if you actually like living on the west side out there. I tell you what though, I do miss living in the Heights. The couple of times I lived up in that area. For several reasons. One, because, you know, not that I don't mind riding here in the Rio Grande Valley.
Red 9K said, I remember them widening the bridge to 2 lanes, but the village telling them they could only use 1.
Right, on Montano, is that the one we're talking about? I remember that whole debate, but come on, we know the mayor when he was talking all that crap. I mean, the lanes were there intentionally, so it was there to appease everyone that we're going to keep it 1 lane, but we know that's not realistic. It's not going to work. What I was going to say about living in the Heights. One of the homes I lived in was pretty much up against the border of the foothills, so like I could literally just go out the door and within 400 yards be doing a trail run in the foothills, or get on my mountain bike and go for a ride in the trails up there in the foothills. So I do miss that aspect of living in the Heights. No doubt it was nice living up there. Or I owned a home a little bit further south of up there in the Heights, and so it was very easy to jump on the road bike, and I could be on old Route 66 heading into the canyon on the other side of the mountain within 15 minutes, you know. So those parts are fun, but it is nice to also just be able to take off from here and ride up to the mountain. So y'all are definitely tempting me to want to.
Squatch said, sounds cool.
Yeah, y'all are tempting me to want to get out and bike race again. But we're going to.
Kirkland Wood said here, just working.
Yeah. So see, there he is. All of y'all here talking about bike racing and so forth. So how's it going? Talking about bike racing and make me want to get out there for sure. But I'm optimistic. Like I said a little while ago, I was talking about it, and I think you know, it's, if I was to be realistic about it, I probably won't be back to racing until 2025. So I'm just really gonna have to make 2024 the year of recovery and reflecting, and hopefully things will improve to the point that by third quarter, fourth quarter of this year, right, talking in business terms, damn corporate guys, you know, hopefully by that time frame I can be, you know, thinking about getting back on a training plan again. Oh wow, look, they got a new one out here. I gotta show you all this here.
Squatch said, just have to be patient. You will recover and be stronger than ever. Flex bicep.
That's right. Just be patient. That's going to do it for a nice morning walk. Got to enjoy some nice sights again in the beautiful chill morning. Actually warmed up enough that the cold didn't affect my ears too much. Got to enjoy all the clouds over the mountain and the skies. You know, there's while there's still a lot of cloud cover, there's a lot of blue, piercing blue, kind of poking through the clouds. So it's a great walk. And we'll see you on the next walk.